2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. Our game tonight featuring the New York Knicks as they go up against the Boston Celtics. Well, for Boston, they are putting together an impressive stretch of basketball. Only one loss in their last 8 games. We'll see if that continues tonight. And tonight, we get to see DeAndre Jordan. Kenny's come a long way since being drafted in the second round back in 2008.
Man, I can't believe he's been in the league over a decade. That's amazing. Either you're getting old or he's
I'm not getting old. I'm not aging at all.
One of you guys are getting old. But he went from a project to an NBA All-Star.
Excellent defender, excellent rebounder. Most of his points come within 5 feet of the basket. Drafted in the second round, but guess what? Kenny's got the $200 million.
Wow.
Thanks for joining us.
Everyone in their seats here in Boston to watch the Celtics on the home court. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge. And tonight, joining us here courtside, 15-time All-Star Kevin Garnett. Kevin, how are you?
I'm good, man. How are you, man?
You look like you could play right now.
I can. Probably not 30 minutes, but I can get out there and do a little something.
Yeah. Your mind says yes, and maybe the body says
the body's
yeah.
like, what are we doing out here? What? That's a whole nother thing.
And, of course, Porzingis. This will be their second game without him.
And it's a trade that it caught me a little off guard. I have to be honest, Kevin. He played such a big part for this team. And really the last guy I expected to see them move.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Brad Stevens is one of the youngest coaches in the league. At the same time, he's one of the longest tenured coaches in Celtics history. Kyrie Irving said he brings the ultimate unwavering confidence. Chill but assertive. He demands excellence out of you. You want to play for him. Kevin?
All right, David. Kevin, your drive and attention to detail were phenomenal. How do you deal with rookies who were largely uninformed? They were maybe not as receptive to the attention to detail that the elite like you pursued.
Well, one of the things I would do if I saw a guy who wasn't as keen to detail as I was, I would pull him to the side. I would show him, some of the things I would see. I would get, some dialogue with him and what he was seeing, and then try to get him to see what I was seeing as far as the point I was making. And then, challenge him a little bit to be a little more present within certain things and then apply it. I don't believe in shouting. I don't believe in embarrassing someone. I like to always, grab some of the young guys because the young guys don't have all the confidence yet. So I'm trying to build confidence with the young guys. So,
Good point.
So
Good
when,
point.
when you get them one-on-one, you're able to, have an intimate conversation and they have full, they're engaged. They're talking to you.
Yes.
And that's what you want. So, with that, I've always found it better to go one-on-one to the side and find it to be a lot more efficient.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Smith is out there with Trier. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Vonleh. And it's Knox in at the 3 spot. Smith against Irving. Vonleh. Back to Smith. 2 points. That one goes.
Working on his interior game, Smith Jr. is very aware he has what it takes to score from there.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Trier, guarded by Smart. Trier passes to Smith. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
Here's Trier. Banked in off the glass. Trier's got his first points in this one.
And right in the teeth of the defense, making a statement early in this one.
Yeah, pinpointing the rim protection with that attack, and no one makes enough of an effort there to stop him.
Here's Morris. The Knicks making the shot. Irving with it. Now Smith defending. Shot clock at 6. Irving attacking. Robinson with the block. And pushing it up. Here's New York. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. KG, you had so much success as a high school player. In fact, you were on the cover of Sports Illustrated. How about that, huh? How about, I can see the picture in my mind's eye right now.
Kev, that fell in my lap, man. That wasn't something that I was striving for, but who doesn't want to be on the cover of anything? And nonetheless, SI, and I was more than giddy-eyed and glitz or whatever you want to call it. Listen, very special moment for me. A lot of people don't know you have to get permission to be in certain neighborhoods, and we got permission to be in the neighborhood. We got the shooter right there in front of Farragut, which was very dear to me because of the transformation and the stuff that I had been through and where I was at. You know, I hold Farragut a very, 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 very special place in my heart. So it was important for me to have it on the cover.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And here is Irving. A 38-point game for him in the win against the Hornets in Charlotte.
Well, what helps that out a lot is he got to the free throw line, which was a real game changer. It slowed down the opposition's momentum and made them play to his team style.
Smith surveying the D over Irving. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Smart kicks to Morris. Offline with his 3.
Yeah, a bit of a tough start here at 1 for 4.
Pass to Vonleh. Over to the left wing. Here's Knox. Defended by Hayward. The shot by Vonleh no good. And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They trail by 3. Smart misses.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Offensive rebound. That one goes in.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
Well, that's the second part of the equation there. Block out, be aggressive, and control the glass.
Now, here is Irving. Averaging 28 points a game, and it's not an easy feat for what this man does on the offensive end. Here is Hayward. Inside. 6 on the shot clock. And a dunk by Horford.
Watch out. Horford gets the ball that close to the basket. You know he can throw that one down.
And KG, you've talked about the players who influenced you. It must help to have that inspiration from other great players.
So I look at trying to find
a compass or a roadmap
something. And Chris Webber right away. As soon as I saw high school footage of him, I saw a tape of him and Big Dog playing each other in a dark gym in Chicago. And they were just dunking on each other. And it was this classic tape. No, this is a real story. And I resonated with Webber ever since. And, you know, he didn't really shoot a lot of jumpers. He was through. He was powerful. And I mixed it, you know, obviously took pieces of that. And they were able to, you know, obviously put it into my own game. But he was my inspiration.
That's a great story.
Now, see, Webb knows that. I told him that when I first met Webb, I was starstruck. Him and Michael Jordan and Shaq a little bit, right? Because Shaq was like, holy, like, Shaq.
He's like that house you were talking
inside the house. Go home, look inside the house. It's like looking at Shaq, right? Shaq to Diesel, right? But seriously, I was starstruck, and I was like, holy snap. And then, you know, he scored, and I had to really come out of that really fast. And after that, I think the very next year, I blocked the shot and said something. He was like, oh, we talking? Yeah. But since then, we've always had an understanding. We've always went in each other's neck, and we understood what it was. But, yeah, Chris Webber was a huge inspiration to my progression.
Love that story. And it's the Knicks with the ball. After Gordon Hayward's miss, Knox misses. Smart deciding where to go with it. Again, the miss by the Celtics. New York leading by 3. To the middle. Here's Vonleh. Lets a floater go. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Even with the defender in his face, Vonleh makes the adjustment there necessary to get off a decent look.
Irving finds Morris for three. Hayward, and he's good on the three ball. Hayward's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Smith with it. He's picked up by Irving. Irving against Smith. Vonleh down low. Smith in the post. He's covered by Irving. From down in the low post, it goes.
And even if you get a hand up, Smith knows how to finish. When he's in the post, he is dangerous.
And Doc Rivers, your coach with the Celtics, such a great leader, brought your team together. Talk about that.
You know, he brought us the belief from Mbutu and bringing all of us together, and that you give yourself for the greater of the group. And everybody bought into that. And when you hear about when Miami won, Pat Riley had all those guys give something to the pot and giving yourself to something. And when you think about what team is, all these great coaches, these great minds, these great philosophers, it all surrounds that whole little philosophy right there, giving yourself to be able to get something and gain something.
Very interesting.
Very, very interesting. But a true philosophy in winning.
Horford's shot is good.
When you shoot like that, it takes consistent work in the gym. That soft mid-range J, super smooth.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And that was one that just got out of control for them. And when the lead got big, it almost seemed as if they just mailed it in.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm even going to go that far, because I think it's a case of two teams on very different levels. And once they got into that big deficit, there's no way they were getting back into it.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Brown comes in for Marcus Smart. Now here's Moutier, covered by Irving. Jordan. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Jordan's got his first basket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Irving kicks to Tatum. Hayward from outside. It's not going to go for him. The Knicks go the other way with it. Last time they met in New York.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
Yeah, those turnovers were inexcusable. So many of their possessions ended with them giving the ball away. It's one thing to make passes, but you need to pass to your own team, not the other one.
The pass to Brown. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
All right, a moment to check out the stats for Gordon Hayward. He's one of the standouts over the last month, averaging about 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Just solid all-around performances we've been seeing from him, delivering night in and night out.
And I like it when stars do exactly that. It's not just about scoring 50 or 40 or 30. It's about making plays consistently.
That free throw, no good.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
Boston making some changes. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. Daniel Tice comes in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Rozier in for Kyrie Irving. And it's Moutier with the ball. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. 3-point lead. Here's Dotson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Kevin, you think about having that killer instinct, that killer mentality. You go against a Kobe Bryant, he would tear your heart out. Listen, as you would his.
And you have to understand that we all recognize that about each other. Tim Duncan would be the same. Rasheed Wallace would be the same. I would think of Allen Iverson would be the same. Vince Carter would do the same. These are guys who, Trace McGrady, Chauncey Billups, these are all guys who killer Neal. These are all guys who don't care. And that's how it should be. And that's the game.
You can't be great unless you are, I don't think, can you?
I think you have to possess that killer instinct.
Jordan.
Man, listen, Michael Jordan was one of the one of the darkest, seriously, Jordan could go into a place where he could go repetitive and he could go on talking to you. And the more he talked, I thought the better he got. And I thought the madder he got, the better he got. And the more upset and the more you didn't trap him, the more he was ticked off that you wasn't. Bro, there's a whole matrix to it. Like, seriously, this game is levels to it. And the ones that understand and have been in that understand what I'm talking about.
There's not a great player that hasn't been there.
No, because they understand that moment. When you got there, when you're in that moment, you're just riding the wave. You're just going to ride it. The great ones know what I'm talking about.
Here's Dotson. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. The shot, no good. Brown feeling it out a bit. To the inside, and stolen by Jordan. Here's Dotson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, here's a group now that knows how to orchestrate from the wing. The top passing small forwards in the NBA during the past 10 games. Well, you look at Ntilikina, one of the best passers in the NBA, always looking to get his teammates involved.
And these are some of the best teammates you're ever going to want. Very unselfish players at a position where you don't see a lot of offensive facilitating.
We've seen a lot of 3-men be great scorers over the past couple years, but these guys fit right in the category of being some of the best passers, almost point guard-like skills. Crisp ball movement is never an issue with any of them on the floor.
Now here's Brown. He really played well in that last game against Charlotte.
And how about that floor awareness there from Tatum? It does a good job of scanning the court and getting the ball to the open man.
Here's Ntilikina. He's covered by Brown. Out to the right wing. Jordan kicks to Hezonja. Shot clock at 5. The shot. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Kevin, you think about the work that goes into being an elite player. Describe that. What did you try to accomplish?
What are you going to do in these positions right here? When they trap you, how are you going to get the ball out? When you're not trapped, when you're one-on-one, what are the moves you're working on down here? Okay, on the right block. Okay, what about the left block? What about the top of the key? You get an ISO top of the key, what are you going to do? 5 seconds, what are you going to do? So you have to invest in yourself. After you get done with that, that's probably 45 minutes to an hour. You go in, you shower, you get done with that, take your behind home, you sit, you rest. Now you, obviously, as a person, you're living as a human being. Your everyday life, but yeah, it's a lot.
Sounds exhausting.
It is, but it is a cycle that you are able to create for yourself, and once you're in it, and it turns over like an everyday. You know, this is what you do every day, sort of like a routine. And once you get that routine, it is what it is. And I was able to keep a routine for 21 years. Amazing. And you know what?
21 years.
21 years. I added things onto my routine, but if you ask anybody to play with me, they see my routine. I did my routine every day. Never missed a day of not doing my routine.
No good on that one. No good on the second free throw.
And the missed free throws starting to be an issue.
And it's Brown missing. Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against the Charlotte Hornets.
And anytime you come off the bench, you know your role. And that night, it was about scoring.
Well, good collective team unity. Everyone pitching in, so trying to win for one another. That's a good thing.
And Boston has possession. The Knicks making the shot. They double him with Jordan. That's tipped. And here's the fast break. Ntilikina gets the bucket. And it's a 3-point Knicks lead.
And the way Ntilikina runs the floor, determined to beat everyone to the basket.
Rozier the pass to Baines. A minute 20 left here in the opening quarter. And it's Hezonja with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. .119 left in the first quarter. And Baines kicks to Tice. 6 to shoot. Count that one.
Yeah, and Tatum showing consistency now from the mid-range. And when he has space to shoot it, he does not hesitate even for a second.
Here's Ntilikina. 8 points his last outing. There's 53 seconds left here in the first quarter. Moutier, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Sweet jumper there from Moutier, catching the D by surprise by taking that shot as soon as he got the pass.
Teardrop shot. A putback. The shot will not fall. The Knicks go the other way with it. Ntilikina kicks to Moutier. Jordan the pass to Ntilikina. Out left to the wing. Moutier with the basket. Moutier's got his second basket of the game.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Celtics trail by 5. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Brown outside. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And Brown drops them both. Moutier with the ball. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. New York ahead. They lead by 3. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Frank Ntilikina has established himself as a legit defender. He spoke about his mindset.
Defense is 80% of will and 20% ability. So you try to stop the player in front of you and you try to deny him to score the basket. That's just the challenge, and that's what I love in this part of the game.
A young player with an advanced understanding of defense, and his length gives him an edge.
And his defense is something he enjoys. If he can put it all together at both ends, he's a player you can build around.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
For me, that defense in the first period, just tremendous shot blocking.
Yeah, that prevented some points, didn't it? Also, how you have that intimidation factor going early on. You wonder if in the fourth quarter they'll think back to the first.
Rozier and Brown in the backcourt. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then it's Aaron Baines. And it's Tice in at the 4 slot. That's the Boston 5. Brown kicks to Tice. Brown the pass to Rozier. Back to Brown. Pass to Rozier. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Hezonja with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Kevin, you did the unusual. Your senior year in high school, you transferred not just to another city, but to another state where you were named the high school player of the year across the country. Tell us a bit about the importance of that personally and playing-wise to you.
Well, you know, going to a new place, I wanted to establish myself in a big city like Chicago, coming from a small place like South Carolina. It was a shock at first. And what I mean by shock, I just never estimated that many good players being in one central area. Chicago has tons of talent that's unheard of. And all I wanted to do is just have a presence there. And it was a bit of a task, but, you know, slowly but surely I gave myself short goals. You know, to be #1 is always a goal of mine, but more importantly, to be established, for everybody to know that, you know, this is Kevin Garnett. This is who he is. This is what he's about. And, you know, I used to wear that on my shoulder. I've always took a lot of pride in myself and how I prepare. And I wanted everybody to know in the city of Chicago that I was there.
Now, here is Morris. A 14-point game for him in the win against Charlotte. Tatum passes to Morris. And Jordan sends it back.
And Jordan, a defensive stalwart, crushing the opposition with his shot blocking.
To the paint. Here's Azania. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
He's 0 of 2 at the line in this one.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Al Horford's checked in for Daniel Tice. Smart comes in for Jason Tatum. And Irving subbed in for Terry Rozier. That's good from Azania. And it's Irving with the ball for Boston. In the second quarter, held scoreless. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Now, here is Irving. He's got 5. Will it go? Good. He hits the jump shot. Irving's got 7 points.
When the guy is capable of so many things like that on the offensive end, anytime you lose sight of him, he's got a huge advantage.
And that nickname, the big ticket, it stuck, and it certainly fit. KG, you were the big ticket.
Lord knows I owe you for that one, man.
But you were the big ticket.
Where'd you get that from, man?
You know, I don't even know.
You know, okay, man, listen.
Do you like, of all the nicknames you have, and you've got some,
yes.
but do you like that as well as any you've got?
Listen, it has morphed now. I am the ticket. So
the ticket,
my friends come to me and they ask me, Teron Lou, he hasn't called me Kevin since you've been calling me the big ticket. Everybody calls me Tick.
How about that?
All the young guys, I don't even think they know my name. There's no Ticket. Tick. Hey, Tick. Right, so that's what it is.
You're the big ticket still. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
There's just no excuse to leave someone that wide open. Communication breakdown.
Now, here is Smith. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Portland.
Ball movement was critical in this game. It did not stick with any one player, so his passing was on point, and he really picked apart the defense.
I see you, young fella. Nice answer there.
Yeah, look out. We got a long-range duel about to happen.
Now, here's Horford. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Brown, good.
And Brown is just a physical beast, especially inside where he gets whatever he wants.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Inside, here's Jordan. Morris with the rebound.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
They get it back. They shoot again. That ball's off target. It's his 3rd miss. He's made 2 shots from the field. New York leading by 6. Smith outside. Lobs it up for Jordan. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Brown kicks to Irving. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Now it's just a 3-point Knicks lead.
Trying to find that consistency from distance that's stretching out the defense, and that's why Kyrie always has an available driving lane.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his 3rd foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
And the Celtics making a change here. Hayward's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Robinson's checked in. Here's Smith. Rebound, Boston. Hayward's got 4 rebounds in this game. Irving with a clean look. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Irving's got 7 points for the quarter.
Feels like he's taking nothing but shots he knows he's going to knock down. Kyrie playing sharp here.
New York calls timeout.
And they've let things get out of hand. Good time to reconvene.
They're just on the wrong end right now of a big run, and they need to plan how they're going to shift the momentum of the game.
And getting into the second part of November here, a quick glance at the power rankings. Let's see how everyone started out. Taking a look at Washington, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And I think for the Knicks, they've started out slow. It's not for a lack of want to. It's just the way the roster is composed. They have as many questions on that roster as they have answers.
Now, here is Smith. He's got 6. Passes it to Knox. He feeds it to Robinson. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Morris outside. There's the dish to Irving. Down low. But on that shot, with that, the Knick lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Horford.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now, here is Smith. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. He kicks it to Vonleh. Over Morris. That one off the back iron and out. Boston's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And Smith isn't afraid of getting hit on the way up, constantly getting into the guts of the D and forcing the issue.
The first one falls.
And you know, known for that rim-rocking dunking ability, Smith Jr., though, a special talent. This is a guy who wants to keep getting better over time.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Irving against Smith. And it's Noah Vonleh with the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Hayward. And the shot falls short this time. The Knicks leading by 3. Here's Trier. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Portland.
And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
For New York, they have converted 7 of 11 free throw attempts up to this point in the game.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And he's good on the second. Boston's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, last season started with that horrific injury to Gordon Hayward's leg. Now, it's been a long road back for him, but he took heart in the encouragement he received, not just from his family, but from so many well-wishers. He said, "You realize how lucky you are to have people from all over supporting you." Guys?
David, I think everyone is rooting for his complete recovery. Thanks for that report.
One shot.
The free throw drops by Hayward. Here's Smith. 8 points for him. Pass to Knox. Right side Robinson. Smith outside. Hayward with some nice D.
Like the tactics on defense there, refusing to give the shooter an easy layup at the rim.
Irving kicks to Hayward. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. For New York, they have gone 8 of 13 from the free throw line. And that one misses. And he sinks the second. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for Boston. Trailing by 2. Kicks it to Morris. Boston again missing.
And he completely threw the timing off on that jumper. That is how you D up.
Playing with tremendous aggressiveness without fouling. That's an excellent job.
He misses the free throw.
A much improved free throw shooter from when he first came into the league. Vonleh is that big you'd prefer not to send to the line.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Boston. Boston trailing. Down low, it's stolen by Smith. Trier passes to Vonleh, and he gets the bucket.
Developing quality moves inside. Vonleh has the length and power to do more of that.
For Boston, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter, just under 50% shooting.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
New York calls timeout. Frank Ntilikina is checked in for New York. Moutier comes in for Smith.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Al Horford. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists. And impressive numbers, no doubt. It's the kind of run we've come to expect from him.
Synergy, all elements right now working together, and the game is coming so easy right now.
Now, here is Robinson. 14 points from him the last game against Portland.
I also thought he did a tremendous job in terms of timing in that game, swatting away some shots. Ended up with 3 blocks in that game.
That ties the game. 14 points for Kyrie Irving.
Now you could just tell in his gait and in the look on his face, he's in a great rhythm after a terrific first quarter. He is feeling it here in the second.
Moutier with the ball. He's covered by Irving. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. That free throw missing.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Tatum comes in for Aaron Baines, and it's Rozier in for Smart. For New York, they've gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field.
Moutier saw a sliver of room and then blasted off towards the rim.
Boston's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Now Rozier. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Hornets in Charlotte. Tatum drives in over Robinson, and there are the Celtics with another basket.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Here's Ntilikina. He's covered by Irving. Feeds it to Robinson. No, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Horford. The first one falls. Boston making a switch here. Tice is checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Rozier. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. There's the pass to Tatum. Pass to Tice. Irving kicks to Tice. The Celtics working the ball around now. Hayward can't hit.
He just can't find the bottom of the net right now. He's looking frustrated. This quarter has been a bit of a nightmare for him.
Here's Ntilikina. Covered by Irving. Ntilikina passes to Vonleh. Nice form on the 20-footer. Vonleh's got 6.
When he shoots the jumper in rhythm, that's when good things happen for Vonleh.
Passes it to Tatum. Here's Tice. Dishes it to Hayward. He scores with that shot. Now he's 3 of 8.
Well, you love the fearless, aggressive attitude. Doesn't let size matter.
Well, he also has that innate ability to just create enough separation. It's a nice move.
And KG, I know you've got to run, but as always, you've always got a home here. Thanks for stopping by, and please come back.
Man, K-Hall, man, thank you. Thank you, K, man. Appreciate y'all bringing me through here, man. Anytime y'all need the guard, y'all let me know, man.
The best, Kevin Garnett. I'll tell you, Brent, when it comes to exuding a youthful energy, KG is one of those timeless personalities. He's so great to have him with us.
There's really nothing you could do to hold Kevin Garnett back. And I remember as a rookie, we came in the same year, Kevin. KG would be out there warming up, sweating, getting ready for a game. That didn't change over the course of 20-plus years in the NBA.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And Kyrie went directly into contact that time, throwing his body at the defense.
Well, for so long, so many were wondering what Kyrie was thinking when he left Cleveland. What is clear now, though, is that Irving doesn't think about it and has flourished on his own. It seems that he really did just need his own team to become the player he's become.
First free throw is good.
I feel like Kyrie is just never afraid of the challenge in front of him. Tougher the situation, seems like the tougher he plays.
Brown is checked in for Daniel Tice. And then for New York, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Noah Vonleh. And it's Hezonja in for Knox.
You're having a lot of success from the line here in the second quarter.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Hezonja. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now, here's Rozier, defended by Moutier. Hayward outside. The kick out to Rozier. Over Moutier. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
Got to give credit to the D there by Moutier. He did his best there to make sure that that shot was extremely difficult.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Knicks lead by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, Kyrie. What got you going in the first?
My teammates were just finding me, setting good screens, and just stay aggressive, not only for myself, but for them. You know, we're kind of in a hole in the first quarter, kind of sluggish, came out in the second quarter, kind of sluggish, but just got to pick it up on the defensive end. That's where it starts.
Kyrie, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here, welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. That guy right there is Shaquille O'Neal, and that guy right there is Kenny the Jet Smith. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. They saw their lead grow to a high water mark of 5 in the period. If you look at the second quarter scoring, they had a small edge. They really hung tough as we got close to halftime. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, their reserves showed up tonight, not just on hustle plays, but in points. And that's what you got to do coming off the bench to maximize your minutes.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Well, I'll tell you what I saw in the first half, Ernie. 3 things. Soft defense, not enough pressure, but they can still win this game. They need to ramp it up. Was that 2 or 3? Doesn't matter. You understand, Ernie.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Yeah, and through 2 quarters, he's been lights out. And you know he's going to look to add to those totals.
And defensively, hard to force him out of the rhythm at this point because he has a number of ways with which he can beat you.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Tipping off the second half, here's David Fizdale's 5. They've got Robinson. Dennis Smith is out there with Trier. Then there's Vonleh, and it's Knox in at the 3, the small forward. And the wide open shot from Morris. Again, the miss by Morris.
Yeah, this has been a night where you could look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Celtics trail by 4. Outside Irving. He dishes it to Hayward. And here is Horford. Outside Irving. Clock at 4. Fires it up.
And they just cannot seem to get it going so far in this half, missing their first 3 shots.
Pass to Vonleh. Sinks that one from the post. Vonleh's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Knicks.
Yeah, starting the second half nicely there. Love those easy lay-ins to get things going.
Exactly. That's the kind of possession, ending with an easy one right at the bucket that you love to get early on. Builds confidence for the entire team.
Now here's Hayward. 8 points for him. And Hayward at the stuff.
And as a wing player, Hayward's just so good at attacking the basket. I think that's a big part of what makes him special. Doesn't take much of an opening for Hayward to make his move.
Here's Trier. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And it's good, 2 points. And that's 18 points for Kyrie Irving.
When you make shots like that, Kevin, Kyrie is showing just how confident he is in his offensive ability.
Smith on the wing. He's got 8 to the inside. Robinson, that's good. Let's talk about team defense, Brent. To develop trust, it seems like guys have got to communicate on the floor.
I talk to my friends often who ask me about playing an NBA game and playing defense. They first start with saying that I didn't play any, but the second thing we get to, Kevin, is talking about really how intricate good defenses can be. You talk about communication, that's one thing, but throughout the course of the season, you build so much sweat equity on defense and trust by knowing that somebody's going to be behind you, hearing that voice consistently, but positions on the floor where you almost develop play sets as a defensive team. Now, when you reach that level, that's the upper echelon, but that's when it really gets fun to be down on that end, to shut a team down, to keep a crowd quiet. Defense always begins with great communication.
So many things, rotations and playing angles and having the guy in back, you know what you can do well, what you can't do well if you're ahead of him.
Well, that, Kevin, and also great teams who are adaptable to make changes on the fly. All of a sudden, a dead ball, coach calls out a different coverage. You want to mess up the team's rhythm on the other end, and 5 guys, they snap to it and can carry out that defensive assignment in one play call. That's great defense.
Hayward kicks to Irving. And he converts the layup. Irving's got 20.
Blinding speed there shown by Kyrie Irving on the boost, and when he puts it on the floor like that, he's getting all the way to the rim.
Smith outside. A 3-ball. Rebound, Gordon Hayward. Hayward's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. The kick out to Irving. And it's off from 3-point range.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
Wanley, the pass to Trier. He had a nice open look right there. Trier's got 6. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Boston. 6-point game. It's good.
Right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots, and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
Here's Trier, guarded by Smart. Trier passes to Smith. Here's Knox. He's covered by Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knox misses.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
And what I like best is that he does it completely under control. Really gives the shooter nowhere to turn to.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Boston. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. Jordan. Now the pass to Trier. His three-pointer is off the mark. Celtics trail by 4. Hayward finds Morris. Back to Hayward. And here's Irving. Pass to Hayward. At the top of the key, Baines. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Irving. On target from 13 feet. Irving's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Nice mid-range, Jay. Automatic, it looks like, for Kyrie Irving right now.
Smith with it. He's picked up by Irving. Out left to the wing. Here's Dotson. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by Morris. Here's Irving. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And a chance to now check out the scoring distribution between the front court and the back court players tonight for Boston.
And it's been pretty even between the bigs and smalls here. With the game still in question, we'll see which of these guys can take another step to take over the game.
And the first one drops. And with all the drama, Greg, that has followed Irving the past few seasons, he reached out to Kobe Bryant for some guidance.
And just like Irving and LeBron had to go their own ways, so did Kobe and Shaq. Very few players know what it's like to be in a situation like Irving, but Kobe's one of them. And Kobe gave Irving the confidence to not be afraid of standing out in his career decisions, and so far it's paid off handsomely.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Lobs it up for Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Well, that's where he's a huge threat to complete any sort of alley-oop. You could throw that at the top of the square, and DJ's going to throw it in.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now, here's Brown. 10 points for him. And on the way from Irving for 3. It's rebounded by New York. They've led by as much as 10. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Boston called for the foul.
Mudiay gleaned some space there and then attacked viciously. What's interesting about Mudiay is how cavernous the gap is between the strengths and weaknesses that he has. On the plus side, he creates shots for himself, but how many of those shots is he actually going to make? The other part about his game, though, is his distribution is pretty solid. So if he plays in the pick and roll, he can find teammates.
A free throw good from Mudiay. Another thing about Mudiay, really good on-ball defender. That marks him.
Well, a better defender when his man's in front of him and not as good at chasing guys through screens. He seems to either get bumped off route or try to take shortcuts that cost him. But offensively is where it is he needs to just be better at decision making and get that jump shot to be more consistent.
And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
New York on D. They lead by 4. Here's Tatum. The shot from the low post is good. Tatum's got 8 points.
Awesome ability to focus there by Tatum. He just has a feel and a belief in what he's doing out there.
Passes to Dotson. To the inside. It's stolen by Morris. Rozier with the ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. To the middle. Morris with the bucket.
And you can see Morris on the roll. A well-coordinated athlete, no trouble converting there.
Now here's Mudiay. Defense right on him. He kicks to Jordan. Back to Mudiay. 5 on the clock. The putback. That shot off the mark. Now Boston takes it the other way. Celtics have shot the ball well from the free throw line. 8 of 9. And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. Brent, I'm sure there were times, and you've won 2 championships where you thought you were going to win a title, and it didn't happen.
I'll go back to the first night that I thought potentially we were going to win a title with San Antonio, and that was in the 2005 finals against Detroit. We had come back home for a Game 6 that I thought we were going to win, and we did not. And sort of the pressure that mounted after that game to know that we were going to a Game 7 and had lost an opportunity where we really did feel coming off of Game 5 we were going to win. It certainly elevated the intensity of the Game 7, which we eventually won at home for our title in 2005.
Here's Ntilikina following the basket by Marcus Morris. Ntilikina kicks to Jordan. Knocks it loose, and it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. And a look now at the Boston Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll head out on the road to face the Hawks in Atlanta. And then on Saturday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And with the way they've been able to march right along in this season lately, I think they should be able to keep things going in this next stretch. Just come out with the same energy and discipline, and you should have some wins.
Boston's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Morris kicks to Rozier, and Jordan sends it back. And so the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Brown outside. 6 on the shot clock. Over Hazonia. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Inside, and stolen by Tatum. And now here's Rozier, the fast break chance. The feed to Baines. And it's blocked by Jordan. And he recovers it. And the shot goes down. Baines has got the lead up to 3 now for the Celtics.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys. And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
And Jaylen Brown was giving quite the compliment on his game from Draymond Green, who felt, Greg, that Brown was good enough to be an all-star.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if I'd be fully on board with that assessment in terms of last year, but I do think he's well on his way to becoming an all-star. His scoring and offensive impact continues to grow each year, and he's shown a great knack on the defensive side as well. Terrific two-way player. The sky is the limit.
Here's Moutier. 10 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Dotson the pass to Jordan. It's stolen by Morris. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
That's a shot you got to step up on. Wide open, no coverage. Good shooters don't miss that often.
Pass to Azania. Back to Moutier. Now the pass to Dotson. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Moutier's got 5 assists tonight.
That's exactly what you want Moutier doing. Seeing the open man and firing that pass over to him for the clean look.
And it's blocked by Jordan. Here's Dotson. It's good. This game is all even. Dotson's got 7 points in the game.
Commending the unselfish play there. What vision on that pass.
Now here's Rozier, defended by Moutier. Rozier kicks to Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Puts it up from 15, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. New York's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Dotson the pass to Moutier, and the call will be against Emmanuel Moutier. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2. That's good from Rozier. And I'll tell you, Brent, a lot of distractions for the Knicks over the last few years.
Well, quite a number of coaching changes, obvious changes to the front office. So that means you're turning in a different direction. And some people in the Knicks organization really having a hard time just getting along with one another.
Boston making a switch here. Horford's checked in. Now here's Moutier. Defense right on him. He feeds it to Jordan. Here's Robinson. Rebounded by the Celtics. Horford's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside Tatum. Out to Morris. Lets it go with the 3. Knicks with the rebound.
He has to be frustrated out there right now. His teammates are really picking up the slack for a lackluster offensive night.
And Azania gets it to go. There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Brown outside. From the arc. No good on the last second attempt there. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. And meanwhile, Coach Brad Stevens talking to his team.
Now, as we add stops and add scores, don't let the little things get us off kilter, okay? Play with poise. Let's go.
Well, he's clearly, Greg, trying to keep his team on the same page.
Yeah, I mean, really challenging his guys right now, encouraging them to just stay focused on the task at hand.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Tatum and Hayward holding down the forward spots. Rozier and Brown in the backcourt. And it's Horford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Boston 5. Outside Jordan. Ball's knocked loose, and the call will be against Al Horford. That'll be his second foul of the game. Dennis Smith, he's checked in for New York. Here's Ntilikina. Over Tatum. Ntilikina can't hit. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Over to the left wing. Here's Brown. And the dunk by Brown.
And love seeing Brown drop the hammer. Just an amazing dunker who really bashes it in the basket.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Hezonja finds Smith, and it's a defensive 3-second violation.
And if there was ever a guy who was more than what his stats say, it's Al Horford. Won't have nights where he drops 50 or carries a team with his shot blocking, but you ask anyone he's played with, and they'll tell you he is a perfect teammate.
And no good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up. And the big men who compete against Horford have nothing but respect for him, Greg.
Well, it is why he's been selected as an all-star by his peers, and why guys like Embiid admire his game. I mean, Horford does all the small things on the floor you need as a big man. He's so humble. He just goes about his game and makes his team better in every facet.
Boston shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Irving dishes to Tatum. Back to Irving. In the corner, it's Hayward. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 5th assist in this one.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom, because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
It's really been a tale of two halves, hasn't it, guys? As far as taking care of the basketball, immaculate at halftime, but he's had too many miscues here in the second half.
Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for New York. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. Smart passes to Horford. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Horford's got the lead up to 5 now for the Celtics. Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Smith with it, guarded now by Irving. Smith against Tatum, and stolen by Hayward. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Tatum leading the charge.
Tremendous effort. I mean, this guy has already cracked double digits on the backboard.
Well, rooting out guys for his position and then outworking them, so you add fundamentals with the effort. Leader by example.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Boston with the ball. 3-point lead. Nice shot by Smart.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
This is sort of the joust of the NBA, where the aggressive player, more often than not, wins out.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And Gordon Hayward is a player who's always found a way to add something to his game. Now he feels comfortable going at a defense either inside or out. Great strength when attacking the rim and can shrug off those defenders.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Coach Fizdale was going over with his team. They have been getting killed from long range tonight, and he said we can't lose track of their shooters. We're overpacking the lane, and we're leaving them wide open. Guys, we'll see if they can make the adjustment.
Thank you, David. And yes, it's good. And Greg, you mentioned Hayward's strength. That and his ball fakes seem to be not as recognized as they should be.
Yeah, I think Hayward has one of the better pump fakes in our league. Great deception with inside-out dribbles to create space. And the things he does well aren't immediately apparent, but Hayward's terrific fundamentals are what make him a great scorer.
And that one misses. Knicks trail by 5. Here's Knox. Vonleh kicks to Smith. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Knox. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
On the attack, he has that ability, trying to close this one out.
Well, beating one guy is one thing, but beating 5, heck of a job there. He's got the talent to finish, too.
Horford's shot is good.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Kicks to Vonleh. Smith against Irving. From 20 feet out. New York keeps it going, a new 24-second clock.
I mean, he might as well pour a foundation and put some framework around that, because that's where DeAndre Jordan lives on the offensive glass.
Celtics leading by 3. Now, here is Irving. And it's Noah Vonleh with the foul. That's his 5th foul.
And it's clear he's been a little out of control here tonight. The refs clearly have their eyes on him, and that's number 5.
Tatum with it. Now defended by Vonleh. A shot by Hayward, wide open, off target from 3-point range. Pulls it from the elbow. And it's Smith missing.
He seems to be forcing just a little bit out there. He needs to play a little calmer, a little smarter, with a little bit more poise if they're going to win this one.
Now here is Horford. Right side, Irving. Smart misses.
And that's just good offense. Surprised he blew that one, and the defense is too.
Knox the pass to Vonleh. Down low, and stolen by Hayward. Irving surveying the floor. To the right side. Here's Horford. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Horford's got the lead up to 5 now for the Celtics.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Irving against Smith. And he uses the glass on the layup. Smith's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You gotta love the ferocity Smith plays with, especially when he's attacking the rim. You can body him up, but boy, is it hard to stop him.
Now here's Tatum. In the corner, Smart with it. 6 on the shot clock. From 13, off the left rim and out.
You can't afford to let guys get comfortable there. The defense somehow avoided that shot from going in.
Always going up for the alley-oop here, and the dunk by Vonleh.
Yeah, you got to appreciate the mindset of Smith. Solid at running the offense and finding his teammates who are open.
Smart kicks to Horford. There's the dish to Irving. In the corner, Smart with it. Off target from outside.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Tatum against Smith. Pass to Vonleh to take the lead. And Boston with the rebound. Horford's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Pretty surprised he missed that shot. The defense was decent, but not really a factor.
Trier passes to Knox. 13 feet away. And off target that time from Trier.
Yeah, somehow, some way, he couldn't get that one to fall from in between. Got to take advantage of the weak defense when you can.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Jason Tatum. Irving against Smith. Out to Morris. Launches it. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Knicks trail by 4. Smith outside. Outside Jordan. Inside. Here's Vonleh. Good work defensively by Morris.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there. We love to see the resolve from an offensive player after a disappointing first half. He's been terrific here in the second.
Here's Knox. Marcus Smart picking up that last basket. Jordan the pass to Trier. Offensive rebound. Vonleh. No good with the layup.
Really shocking he didn't take advantage of that golden opportunity there. He needs to be much better in that situation.
The shot's good from Gordon Hayward.
And right now, the game plan seems to be working.
It looks like this team has finally gotten into the club and found its rhythm, trying their best to pull away.
Now here is Smith, and there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Trier, guarded by Smart. Smith for 3.
Nice to see Kyrie focus on locking down his man defensively. You can use that speed to your advantage on that end too.
And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Irving's got 28.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, they're just absolutely getting anything and everything that they want out there. They have not let up.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. New York calls timeout.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Here's Smith. Outside Jordan. Here's Trier, guarded by Smart. Down low. And the dunk by Vonleh.
And dropping the sledgehammer there. He curbs a 10-0 run by Boston.
Shot from free throw range. That's good on the jump shot. Irving's got the lead up to 11 now for Boston.
Can't drift back on Kyrie Irving when he's handling the ball like that. He's actively surveying the defense and looking for the pull-up.
Now here's Jordan. Smith the pass to Trier. And it's Jordan with the jam. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 16 rebounds. And here's Boston. They're on a 12-4 run. On its way from Irving for 2. Hayward from outside. It's rebounded by Vonleh. Knicks trail by 9. Smith outside. Over Horford. Jordan's shot is off.
Perfect defense. Contesting without fouling. Exactly what you want to do, especially deep into the paint.
And Morris throws it down.
Yeah, just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
Outside Jordan. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his 4th foul of the contest. 1:22 left to play here in the fourth.
And a rare block shot from Morris. Anticipates the move and just times it out perfectly.
Outside Irving. Shoots from the high post, and the basket is good. Irving's got 32 points.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Celtics.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Kyrie Irving.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
And the Knicks miss again. And it's Irving with the ball for the Boston Celtics. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. And he makes that one.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Yeah, you gotta be relentless in this game or the tide can turn on you. Not here, not tonight.
Shot to stop the run. And the basket by Knox.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Now Irving, and so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Gordon, very nice win for you guys tonight.
You know, just proud of the way we fought. I thought we shared the basketball pretty well tonight. Played pretty solid defense as well. We got the win. So.
Great effort tonight, Gordon. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.